Do you feel like your wife hates you and you have no idea what to do? You've come to the right place. If you are in a situation where maybe your wife has become angry or cold or distant or just completely shut you off, then you're probably wondering, what is it that I have done? How did it get this way? And more than anything, is it going to be like this the rest of our marriage? You're probably thinking that you don't know if you can live like this for the rest of your marriage, and you would much rather it go back to the way things used to be or to a better marriage than you ever had before. But right now you're probably thinking you don't even know if that's possible because she is so closed off from you. In this video, I'm going to ask you a few questions that's going to help you determine where the root of your wife's behaviors are coming from. Why is she acting this way right now? And what I can tell you is that there is hope for your marriage, and there is a way to get your marriage back to even better than it used to be, but it does involve some investigation. And that's what we're going to do here. Also, take a quick minute to like and subscribe to the Marriage Helper YouTube channel. Typically, when there's stuff going on in your marriage, it's not just one thing. It's not just that your wife is angry at you, but there's probably some other things going on. So be sure to like and subscribe to see the rest of our videos that can help you with other things that might be going on as well. But without further ado, here's question number 1. Is there anything currently going on in your wife's life that might be making her a little more distant? Is there something going on with her work or with her family or her friends or with the kids that's really stressful for her right now? Maybe she's undergoing something where she doesn't feel like she's appreciated, or maybe there's been some cutbacks at her job, or maybe she's just so overwhelmed with everything at home that she can't juggle it all anymore and she's become resentful of the situation. Even if it's not of you, maybe just the situation she's in, and maybe she feels like she needs help and she doesn't know where to turn to get it. There's a ton of different things that could be going on externally from your marriage that could be affecting the way that your wife is acting towards you now. So consider that. Think about if there might be anything else. And if there is, that might be one part of the puzzle. But the next thing I want you to think of is there anything that maybe you have done towards your wife or said to your wife or something like that that may have caused her to become more distant or angry or resentful? For example, have you been treating your wife more like a child than your equal? Have you been telling her what she needs to do, what she can and can't spend money on? Have you been telling her where she can spend her time, what she needs to believe, how she needs to act? If so, then it very well could be that your wife feels controlled and that she is sick of it. And she might be coming to resent you for that and feels like she can't be her own person anymore. And because of that, she's distanced herself in order to have some kind of control over her own life, because that's ultimately what she wants. The second thing to consider is, have you gone around and told your friends, your family, your kids, social media, whatever it might be, have you told other people things that your wife told to you in confidence? Maybe she shared with you something she's struggling with and you went and decided to tell a bunch of other people about that when she really only wanted to confide in you. If so, then that could be one reason that your wife has started to distance herself from you, because she doesn't feel like she can trust you. Your wife wants someone that she can trust, someone she can go to who will keep her secrets safe and who will walk with her through it, not just tell her what she needs to do or tell everyone else what she's going through, but someone who will be her side-by-side support and not blast everything to the world. Another thing to consider is, have you been withholding things from your wife because she hasn't been doing things the way you've wanted her to? Are you withholding that intimacy with her, that time of just you and her talking, spending time together, touching, holding hands, even having sex, because you feel like she's not doing something that you think she should be doing? Like she's not doing the dishes the right way, or she's spent too much money, or she's not listening to your advice and doing that in her life, and it makes you angry, and therefore you just have been withholding yourself, even just from conversations with her. Or maybe have you been working too much and you haven't been there and you've been withholding your time from her because you've been too busy or you've been too stressed out in other areas of your life in order to spend time with your wife. And it very well could be that she has become resentful of that. And in turn, she's become angry, and that is what you're seeing. This is by no means an exhaustive list of everything that could be going on and what your wife is showing you and the way she's acting towards you right now, but it's a place to start for you to begin thinking. Ultimately, the best thing that you can do is have a conversation with your wife and figure out from her, why is she acting this way now? Now, let me give you a piece of advice. If you want to start that conversation with your wife, don't do it in a way that's automatically going to start off on the bad foot. So don't go to your wife and say, you've become a real jerk lately. Why are you acting like this? You need to straighten up. You shouldn't act like this. You shouldn't be this way. That is not going to lead to a productive conversation because all it's going to do is get your wife to become defensive and ultimately going to lead to a fight. Instead, I encourage you to do it like this. Hey, it seems like maybe there's been something bothering you lately or things in your life are stressing you out. And if I've done anything to contribute to that, I would love to know what that is because ultimately, I want to be on your team. I want to be your partner in this. I want to support you however I can. So let me know what that looks like and I want to be able to help. When you start the question like that, you're positioning yourself on her side as her teammate, as her partner, and not as someone opposing her, as her enemy. And when you do that, and when you can actually listen to what she says without becoming defensive, maybe she starts telling you, well, I do need more help with the kids, or I do need more help with the household chores, or whatever it might be, then you listen. You don't defend yourself and say, well, I work 80 hours a week, so I can't do that. It's not going to lead to a productive conversation. Just listen. You don't have to make all of the decisions of how to move forward right now. Listen. Tell her thank you for sharing that with you and that you want to help as much as you can, and y'all will figure out how to make that happen. Whatever you do, you want to make sure that you respond to your wife in a way where she does not feel like you're just going to be attacking her. If you want her to tell you the truth, then you need to react to her in a way where she will continue to want to tell you the truth. So listen to what she has to say and truly listen. This is the best thing that you can start doing right now in going forward. Now you might be thinking, I don't really know how to do that. I think we need help with this. At Marriage Helper, we've worked with thousands of couples, and when it comes to situations like this, we have an amazing success rate at helping you overcome these hurdles and have that marriage that you've always wanted, even better than what it was like before you felt like your wife started hating you. We have coaching, we have workshops available, we have online courses, but no matter what, we want to help you move forward in having a better marriage than ever. So we want to know below, has your wife been distant, angry, cold towards you lately? What have you done to rectify it? And if it hasn't worked, what are you going to do now to rectify it going forward? And however we can help you, we would love to. You can visit us at marriagehelper.com, or you can call us and our team at 866-903-0990, and we can get you plugged in to the best resources for your situation. So if you found the content in this video helpful, let us know below. We would love to hear from you. And maybe there's a friend you need to share it with who needs to hear this too. We would love that as well. See you next time.